In today's video, we're going to be reviewing Acorns, Robinhood, pros, cons, and our personal opinions on these. Me and Alex personally suggest as to why you should use these apps. Robinhood and Acorns, they have this promotion going on, like we said. Quick disclaimer, I'm going to put a link down in the description for Robinhood and a link down in the description for Acorns. And basically what these links do is if you choose to sign up with these two platforms, which are the two biggest platforms we're going over in this video, that is your gateway to starting off investing. Like, it's going to give you a big bonus to start off. You don't have to put any money down. All you have to do is get the account going and they're going to give you this bonus.
But you're only going to get that bonus if you sign up with our links down below.
If you go straight to the App Store and just download the app, they don't start you off with a bonus. It's kind of like a help us help you, and together we will rise. Here's some tips and reasons as to why you should use each of the following. Come check out the video. What's going on, guys? It's the Life of Chad. Thank you for tuning in to another investment video. Here's a statistic for you. If you start at the age of 20 investing $100 a month and you invest that $100 a month all the way up to the age of 60, that will have turned into approximately $3 million at that point. When you retire, you are now a millionaire. Okay, so the first platform we're going over today is Robinhood. I'm sure you've all heard of it. First pro.
So Robinhood is really good because it keeps everything easy and it allows diversification between stocks, ETFs, and crypto.
You can see how the markets have been performing on Robinhood for the past day, week, month, 3 months, and past 5 years. So if you're on the fence about what you're going to buy, you can see how that particular stock has been performing.
And that history is really important to make the right decision about which stock.
One good thing about this is there's no account minimum, so you don't really have to buy in immediately. Like, you can have it, learn a little bit about investing, and then buy in if you really feel comfortable enough to do so. So when you sign up for Robinhood, they have this promotion going on for everybody. You get one free stock. Either way, you get a stock to look at and see how it's been performing. One big thing about Robinhood is you can invest in the cryptos. Like, a lot of people are getting interested in Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Robinhood is also very user-friendly. It's not hard to learn. Like, you can just get on there and start learning yourself.
There's not a ton of excess information. The vocabulary that they use is pretty simple for new investors that don't necessarily understand or have that range of information about how to invest. So it keeps it very simple for people that don't have very much prior knowledge.
There's some cons associated with Robinhood.
Yeah, so Robinhood doesn't have any retirement accounts. That means that all of your investing is straight into stocks, crypto, or ETF, which means you have to actively trade those. There's no long-term retirement accounts like Roth IRAs or 401ks.
Another thing about Robinhood is you can't invest in mutual funds or bonds if that's what you're trying to do.
All right, so one of the downsides for Robinhood are the fees associated. There is a transfer fee. So right off the bat, if you invest $100, you're automatically going to lose a percentage of that. Even if you sell your stock at a gain, you have to allow for that fee because Robinhood is going to take that away. All right, so my personal favorite is Acorns. I absolutely love Acorns. I've been using it for months now. I was looking for an account that I can invest in safely without too much risk, but get those returns on. If you're looking at opening or have a savings account, you're probably only making about 0.01 to 0.03 for a really good account in dividends, which is going to be less than $1 per year. Whereas if you save your money into an investment portfolio like Acorns, you're going to be constantly making money. So rather than it just being sat there doing nothing, your money is working for you. And Acorns works perfectly for that because you can treat it almost like a savings account and it automatically invests your money into mutual funds and ETFs. So your money is sitting there, so you can save money like a savings account, but your money is constantly growing. The other thing that's great about Acorns is you can connect either a debit card or a credit card to it, and every time you make a purchase, it rounds up to the nearest dollar. Say you buy like a sandwich for $5.50, it's going to round up to $6 and invest that 50 cents.
Especially if you're a big spender, this might be the option for you.
Yeah.
So every time you make a purchase, you're rounding up that 67 cents, that 13 cents. Say over the span of a year, that's already an extra $300 you have invested just from your spare change.
And it's not just that $300 because that's constantly being reinvested. So that $300 can become $400, $500. Even though it's just little bits of change that you're not going to miss, you're going to be making more money on that because of compound interest.
And a good thing about Acorns, they have large cap, medium cap, and small cap funds.
So if you're a new investor that knows nothing about the market, It's really easy to get into because you just put your money in and they do all of it for you. You take a quiz and it puts you into the category. So like conservative, aggressive, moderate, and that's going to diversify your portfolio into those different categories. When you're investing in individual stocks, you have to be cautious and conscious all the time of what the market is doing. Whereas when you have your money in Acorns, they're trading for you. You have professional investors doing that for you all the time, 24/7. So you don't have to worry about that. There's no maintenance. You don't have to check it. You don't have to make sales. You don't have to buy things that you can set off in the background, and it's constantly making money for you without any effort. And the other great thing about Acorns is they have a super low monthly fee of just $1 to get started. Right now on my account, I'm making up to $10 per day, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you think 10 days, that's $100. So for $1 a month, I'm making about $400 a month on this account. So the only con that we could think of for Acorns is that you don't have any control over the asset mix. So it automatically puts you into those ETFs, but you don't get to choose where your money goes.
Right, like if you wanted to buy 10 shares of Facebook stock, you couldn't just go and do that on Acorns. Like that's something you'd want to do on Robinhood. So those of you who prefer having your money in a savings account, I agree. Savings account is safe. Like it's a desirable way to have your money set. But if you invest your money, say it's like a diversified portfolio, you could be getting up to 10% back. So say on every $100 you invest, you're making $10 back rather than like less than $1. And then just have that emergency fund set aside in my savings account, like I don't know, something that can cover the next 3 months, rather than having all my eggs in one basket, basically saying I don't want my money to grow, I just want it to sit.
$1,000 now in a savings account is going to still be worth $1,000 in 10 years, in 50 years when you retire. Whereas if you put it into that investment account, that $1,000 could be worth $10,000 or $100,000.
Retirement investing is altogether a different concept. You want your money to grow for you over the span of 20 years or 40 years, depending on what age you are. That's when we get into like explaining a little bit more about Vanguard. And like, as I said earlier, Robinhood doesn't offer any retirement account.
You can set up an Acorns retirement account, either a 401k or a Roth IRA.
All right, this has been an investing video. I hope this clears up a little bit of confusion as to what platform you should use when it comes to Acorns versus Robinhood, and there's a lot of options involved with investing. Just know you have time, and the earlier on you get into investing, the more money you're going to make for yourself in the end.
Remember, there's a link in the description below for an Acorns promotion, where if you use that link, you're actually going to get a bonus investment when you join. So that's going to kickstart that investing for you and get you on your way.
Basically, you have that to start, and once you have a start, you have momentum. So the beauty of investing, have you ever heard of the snowball effect? You start with a little snowball and you start rolling it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what investing does. It's called exponential growth. Instead of your money just sitting in a savings account, whereas to where it's going to be sitting at $1,000 for the next 10 years, that $1,000 might potentially turn into like 10,000, 100,000. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's been The Life of Chad featuring Alex. Check out the affiliate link down in the description. Get yourself started with Acorns. Get yourself started with Robinhood. These links are there to help you. They're going to give you a bonus to start off so you don't have to put any money down. Take care, everybody.